Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plans, and today we're back to do some more daily sheets for a daily planner, which can be used to help narrow things down each day, so that way you're not getting so stressed and overwhelmed with your to-dos and daily tasks. I am going in with my printables. They are linked down in the description below, and we're continuing on with using some Live Love Posh sticker books, and today I was feeling rainbow, so we're going to go with the rainbow books. So we have red blooms, orange blooms, yellow, green, and blue today, and then next week we will finish off with purple and pink, and then maybe another couple books in there as well. But we're gonna do full-on one color spreads, which I think are some of my favorite things to do. It's just so much fun to try to find all the stickers and have everything perfectly match. So that's what we're going to focus on today. So we're going to start with this red blooms book, and I'm going to kind of just go see what I haven't used a lot of. Oh, this would have been good for 4th of July. I haven't even touched those. I got to remember that those are in there. This book also has lots of functionals, so we'll be able to kind of just use some of those, and I'll have to pull out some quotes because I don't think there's any quotes between these two things. I'm not going to use these because it says more Christmassy time vibe, and that's not really what I'm feeling. So maybe we go with this set here. Maybe. Yes, no, maybe so. Or maybe I go with this vibe. I don't really know. I'm assuming I used all of the other stickers of these, so I'm like, why is the 4th of July one the only one that has 2 pages? But it's probably because I haven't used those ones at all, and I've probably used all the other ones, so that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, so I'm going to go in with those. I think I'm just going to pull this out because I think my goal is going to be to try to use as much of that as possible. But I am going to go in with a little bit of functional. So I'm going to go to the functional side. I think I'm going to pull out the darker red. I think I'm going to pull out all 3 reds that are in here. Then we don't have to worry about it not matching. So let's do the darker red, the middle red, and then this like pinky red color. Okay, and then I'll take this because I was worried that this might end up layering a little bit. So I'm going to stick that up there to kind of kick that section off. And then I can go in with a few boxes that match as well to get my layering elements in, because we've got a layer. And then I know there's other sizes as well. So we'll go in with some of those. So stick that in there. Stick another big red. And then a medium red. That almost went in there crooked. And then I would have been sad. Okay, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to pull out some of these florals. I think I'm going to make another corner piece. I also have this piece. Maybe I shouldn't have pulled them out because I don't think I'm going to use all of them. But this piece is nice. So I'm going to pull that out into there. And maybe some little individual pieces. I'm going to put this back. I don't remember where I got it. I feel like it was somewhere up here. I think it was like after the 4th of July stickers. I'm going to just move it back there. Okay, and then I'm going to, we have get it done, goals, tasks, priorities. So we're going to change this to get it done. So let's change that, and then we'll change this one up here to, oh, I meant to grab priorities. I grabbed tasks on accident. I want it to be priorities. I did that same red color, so that way it just kind of matches throughout there. And I think that's all for the words. I'm going to grab Kelva Plan's rainbow quotes. And I'm going to find some quotes that are specifically red. So Let's see, we have one here. Anything is possible. I might be able to fit more of the stickers, the florals in here if I don't do a lot of quotes and stuff. I'm going to make this a little quote box. So I'm going to stick this in here. You are more than enough. And then I'm going to go back and find those florals that I gave up on too soon. I think I can make it work. Just stick lots of florals in here. I mean, all these spreads are going to be very, very much florally. Oh, as I pull up the entire back with that. That's not what I wanted. Go away, you. There we go. I'm going to stick this up here, and then I'll trim. Got to do some trimming to make it a little bit better. Also, I'm losing my light because I think it's going to rain. So if my light goes out, that's why. It seems like I'm in the dark. It's starting to get like gloom and doomy outside, which is not my favorite. That's okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna trim off this little piece and we'll save it and we'll just stick it along the side here. The side is the side that's getting punched, but who says we can't make it look pretty even though it's getting punched? Oop. I really need to clean off my scissors because they're a little sticky. Okay, well, we finished that page. I am in love with this. I know there's a lot of stickers on here, but I really like how this one turned out. Okay, so red blooms for the win for our first one, and we're going to flip it over, and let's go to orange. We'll keep this book out, too, because that probably will come in handy since none of these have, whatchamacallit, quotes in it. Okay, I kind of want to see which one I've used the most and or have just enough of to do a spread with. Actually haven't used the orange a lot, but I think I've been just saving it for fall, but then I think by the time I get to fall, I forget. So we could go with this one. It only has 3 stickers on it if I don't use any of the other ones, which could be a challenge in itself to not have as many stickers on the page as the last one. So I kind of want to do it. I'm going to pull that one out. I'm going to go and find my boxes first because I'm going to lay down my boxes because I have a feeling we're going to kind of see some layering happening. So I'm going to throw this in there, and we'll throw one of these colors, and then this middle orange. I'm just going to put those in there first so that way, because I think what I'm going to do, oh, maybe I should have put that one underneath now that I think about it. Ooh, okay, now I'm going to have to lift it up. Because I think I'm going to put this one up here because I think I'm going to put this one down at the bottom this time. I mean, I guess I could just layer on top of it. Let's just do it. YOLO. So I'm going to stick this in here. And it is layering, but we're going to layer some boxes on it. So I feel like it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Okay, and then I'm going to stick this big guy down at the bottom. Oop, stick that down there. And then we'll have this one, which I think I can cut so that way I can make it seem like I didn't, you know, I didn't just use 3 stickers in there. So I think we can make it work. That definitely goes to this one. This goes to this one. And this one goes to this one. Okay. Gonna go in and add a few boxes. So, oh my gosh. Nope, that does go this one. It's a little darker. And this one. And finishing it off with our yellow. Okay, and then we know we have our functional words in here too, so I'm going to go to that page. And this time, let's change it up. Let's change this to tasks this time. And we'll change this to tasks down here. And then maybe get it done. Kind of just switch up the wording so it's not the same as the other side. Okay, I already pulled out that sticker sheet, so I don't really need... Oh, you know what? I don't think there's any squares in here, though. I don't think there's just like really big ones, the regular, and then these smaller ones, but there's not any squares. But I was going to put a square down here, but I don't have a square, so we'll go with this one. Okay, we'll stick that there. We still have one more floral sticker to put in, but I'm going to go and find some orange quotes. So let's go to a different section. Got this quote, planner's gonna plan. All the shades of orange in here. And then again, I still have this last little sticker, but I'm gonna cut it in half. So that way we can use it in more than one spot and kind of make it look like we had more, even though we don't. Kind of stretch that a little bit. And then we finish another sticker sheet. I'm going to see if I could find one more, maybe like a taller orange. You can and you should, and if you are brave enough to start, you will. We're going to stick this one right in here. Okay, there we go. Orange. So we got our red. Beautiful. Orange. Okay. Now we're going to switch it up a little bit because now we're going to go to horizontal. And now we're going to go in with our yellow blooms. I know for a fact I have not used this one that much. So we're going to have to see which blooms. These are so pretty. Oh, we do have some colored background. Okay, I might go with the colored background ones because they're so hard for me to use anyway. So I'm like, let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to do it. Doing it. If I can find where to peel these up from. Okay, well, at least this time we have a little bit more space. I feel like kind of have a little bit more space to work with. So I'm going to peel all these pieces up that are flat and start with those first. But man, I am having a heck of a time getting these peeled up. I'm going to put this over here because then I think I'm going to put a bigger piece over there. So let's put this one here. And then I'm going to take a slightly bigger piece and we're going to kind of turn this into a corner vibe. Okay. And then we'll come back to that page. I'm going to go to my functional real quick and pull out some boxes because we need some of those. So let's get all of our yellows in here. 3 different shades. It's like just like bright sunny yellow, and then we have like a lighter, much lighter shade. Okay, and I've been liking giving each one of these a little tiny header for whatever it needs to be for. I guess this one will go there because then this one would go on this side. Okay, and then I didn't realize that there were smaller boxes than the other boxes that I was using. So we're going to go in with this size. It's a little bit smaller than what I used on all the other ones because I was not paying attention and I didn't realize we had this size. Okay. Yellow in place, and then we need to go to the words. I feel like the words are back here. Okay, so let's go with priorities. It's a little harder to see. And then let's do get it done for over here. Oop. And then maybe we can do this bottom one as goals, and then I'm going to put another little box in there for that one. Okay. Then we got to go all the way back to the stickers, and then we can pull out a few more of them. If I can pull them out, that's what I'm having a hard time. Give it. Okay. I feel like I don't mind these offset ones, but I think I prefer them to be on paper over the clear. I don't know. The clear of these offset ones is not my vibe, but I feel like they would look really nice if they were just on regular paper. But maybe that's just me. Okay, so I'm going to add some of these other little pieces that I'm cutting off elsewhere. Just kind of make it look a little better. Okay, yellow vibes are in. Now we need to go find some yellow quotes, which isn't too hard with this book. I just need to find one that fits where I want it. I'm thinking maybe one up here and then maybe one down here. So we have this one. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. I'm going to stick that one in there, and then I need to look for like a more horizontal quote. Here we go. Be gentle with yourself. Ooh. Okay, we'll stick that in there. Okay, yellow. Yellow accomplished. So flipping that over. And now we're going to go in with our green. Will be our next one. I think this is the only set I kind of used some of. I feel like I used green probably more than some of the others, but maybe I'm lying. Okay, so far this one is winning. I haven't even gotten that far into the book. I haven't even looked. Oh, there's like a green offset that I haven't used at all. That one is very like in your face though. So I don't know about that one. Or I can go, what vibe do I want? I kind of like this vibe better, so I think I'm going to go with that one. And we've got a giant sticker, which is going to make this even more fun. So I think we're going to go with that for this vibe. So to start, adding in all my boxes. Okay, not really doing anything much different with these. Just kind of keeping it simple. Maybe I'm not going to add in any other boxes. Maybe those are all we add in this time. Go to the functional words. And let's do priorities and tasks this time. Okay, so that kind of starts us off. Then we have this giant sticker. This is going to be the side that's going to get punched. Okay, definitely could have lined that up a little bit better, but these long stickers are a pain in the butt. Okay, and then I have a giant corner piece just to add even more of the greenery. So that way we have lots of that. And then we can add in some of these individual leaves. And just switch it up a little bit. Oop. Stick that in there. And maybe like one more. I'm going to cut this one. I'm going to cut it like this. So that way I can have it poking out. Have this one poking out of things. Okay, so I think that's good. And I gotta find where I pulled this from because I gotta put that back. Okay. So we're done with the green book, but I still need to add a quote or two. So going back in with the rainbow. And I gotta find teeny tiny ones because I kind of took up all of my space. I feel like this one will be fine. Squeeze this one in here. The future starts today, not tomorrow. Stick this right in here. Okay. And then I do want like maybe a smaller, oh gosh, I'm kind of pulling this book open a little too hard and now it's falling apart. Something a little bit smaller and maybe wide to kind of stick down here. Here we go. So many planners, so little time. Little teeny tiny quotes. Okay, now this book's starting to fall apart. My bad. Okay, so there's that one. Green and yellow. All right, and last we're going in with the blue, and now we're going back to vertical. So hold on, I have zero room on my desk right now. These ones I will hoard forever. These are probably my absolute favorite florals. They're so pretty, and it's so hard to find blue flowers too. So I will probably hoard those forever because they're so pretty. And these ones, which apparently I've already used all those. Look, this is literally all I have left. Ooh, that color's pretty. But I kind of want to go like blue if I can. Ooh, I could use these and we could try to stretch these. And let's see how far we could stretch. Well, 2, 4, 5 stickers and none of them are big. Challenge accepted. Let's see how far we can stretch these ones. Not super confident it's going to be very far, but we are going to give it a good shot and see what happens. Okay, so functional first. Go in with some bright blues. Get all the blue vibes. Yeah. Okay. And that means next time on the back of this page we'll be doing purple. So that'll be good. Let me get back to the purple colors. The 2 colors that we're not going to do this week, we'll do next week. So it'll work out great. Okay, adding some little boxes. I'm going to go add the smaller of the boxes because, again, I forgot that these existed on the first 2 verticals that I did. So we'll use them in here. Okay, kind of get that in there. And then the words is the last part. So let's do... I'm going to do this up here as get it done. And then maybe we'll do it down here as tasks. Okay, so that'll kind of be our functional setup this time. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and also do something down here because I don't have a lot of stickers to cover up that area. So I am going to need to kind of fill it in with something else. So we'll just fill it in with these stickers. Problem solved. Give it to me. Okay, so we'll stick those in there. Okay, I think we're done with that one because we pulled out our sticker sheet. This is where it's hard because now I have to decide which ones I do want to cut and which ones I don't want to cut. These much bigger ones, I feel like I should cut, but I also don't want to cut because they're not very big. Oh no, you guys, I think I doomed myself. I can't do this. Now I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm going to cut off just a smidgen, but we're still going to use that. We're not going to waste this piece because we don't have a lot of stickers in here, so we're not going to waste that one. But I did cut that so I could stick it kind of down here. And then we're going to cut very little off of this one. I'm going to stick this one over here. And then the rest of it is going to go up here. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and stick this whole piece down here. And I'm going to trim off the top of this one. We'll save that piece and we'll stick it up here. A little bit of that there, but then I'm going to stick the rest of it in here. Okay, there are two more. We can do this. Stick this kind of coming out over here. I think what I'm trimming off isn't enough color to justify laying it down anywhere, so we won't do that. But I do have one more small stem one, and we used all of them. I'm gonna stick it up here. Okay, so all our decoration is down. 5 stickers that we stretched out to look a little bit more than 5 stickers, so I feel like that worked pretty well. All right, now we need to go and find quotes. Here's a nice big quote, and it's in blue. I hope there are days you fall in love with being alive, and it's perfect because it is a nice big blue quote. And then we also have a bright blue, which is that same bright blue, really similar to that one. I'm actually going to stick it in here because it matches so well. Wisdom begins in wonder. And I'm just going to see if there's anything else that I can shove in here somewhere. Here we have this little teeny tiny "You Got This" that we'll add in there. Okay, there we go. All those we used red, blue, oh my gosh, I can't even say these in order. Red, orange, yellow, green, and blue blooms. Let me go ahead and get all of these pages punched so we can take a look at all of them. Oh man, let me tell you, that was a workout to punch all 3 of these at the same time because they all have some sort of sticker along the spine. So that was rough, but we got it punched. Okay, I think these are probably going to be some of my favorite pages that I've done in a while because I love doing single color. Well, you know, for the most part, obviously these have slightly other colors in them, but I really love doing single color spreads. So here's number 1, which is the red. And then we flip it, and here's the orange. I love both of these, but I think out of these 2, the red is by far my favorite. And then we have the yellow and the green. I love the green one too. I love the green one. And then last for this week, we have the blue. So there we go. Daily sheets all ready to go. Stay tuned for next week. We'll finish off the rest of the colors and then add in some other books as well, since there's only 2 more colors and we got to have at least 5 books. So stay tuned, or maybe we'll do a rainbow one and kind of like start mixing colors. Ooh, or we could do color patterns together. So like we could do 2 colors. I don't know. I got to think about it, you guys. I got to think about it. Now I'm getting excited. Okay. Anyway, I so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye.